Hello everyone, welcome back again. One of the fresh episode of Grow with Anshuman. So today we have one more guest, Moumita here. Hi Moumita, how are you doing today?
I am doing great. And thank you so much for your time. I was really waiting for you so long.
Yeah, I can feel that. I think we had been connected for it's been more than a month, and we thought we'll plan something, and because of
Yes,
time constraint, we couldn't make it. But I'm really happy to have you here. So before even we start, would like to know more about you. Would you mind to give your brief introduction, please?
sure. So, as you know, my name is Moumita. I am from West Bengal, but currently live in USA just due to my husband's job. And I completed my master's in mathematics. So I used to teach mathematics in India, but here I am completely homemaker and I am working on my communication skills. And that's why I have opened my channel by the name English Vibes with Moumita. And I have a toddler, so that's why I am just focusing on myself. And yes, that's all about me.
Lovely, lovely. I mean, even in India, you are teaching, you mentioned, and there also you are trying to learn something in terms of language skills. That really shows that you are a, lifelong learner, right?
Right. Okay, I want to know something more about you, though I know, but again,
Sure. I think you're aware with my name, Anshuman here, and I really work with closely with those people who know what to speak, but really struggles on that part of speaking more confidently in front of public. So over last 2.5, almost 3 years, I had been giving them support to individuals to grow them to articulate their thoughts in public more confidently through my YouTube conversations to my personal mentorship, and not just for sake of English language, Mimita. I because I genuinely believe that if someone can communicate better, their way of life, the quality of life improves in all the aspect, whether the personally they grow, professionally they get good bonding in their you know office, and emotionally and socially they also grow. So my main motive here on this channel is to help individuals to articulate better, to communicate better, so that they can be happy in their life.
yeah. So yeah, it's nice to hear you. And your energy, your voice, and your pronunciation, everything is really fascinating. And that's why when I saw your channel, I thought, okay, let's connect with you because it's really amazing. So how long have you been working on your communication skills?
For me, it's been almost 3 years, even more than that. Once I back then in my college, I'll just remind you my story quickly that coming having said that, all my schooling has been done into my state board, that is UP board, so I haven't got much exposure to speak this language, though I was good at grammar as in subject it was there. But from the coming from that background, I struggled at the very first day of college, and that really brought me here to speak or to being better at my communication skills, specifically on a spoken part. So from day one of college, I started finding out the things that how I can learn this language, and it's been already 3 to 4 years. I had been doing continuously, putting a little effort. Sometimes I'm being focused, so that's how it's been 4 years to learn this language so far.
Okay, that's great. And yes, so you are also you are also a mentor because you are helping people. Yes,
Yeah,
that's great.
yeah, yeah. In a sense, you can say that this time after so long, I felt one thing that people do need support in terms of betterment of the communication. Though I wouldn't able to provide the classes like at regular basis, I cannot sit with the people every day. But what I used to do these days to give them diagnostic session. What I mean to say is that I sit with them, I take few inputs from them that what they feel that they are struggling, because before even jumping to a particular thing, we should know others that what specific need they have, right, in terms of their spoken
Right.
English. So I kind of give 1 hour diagnostic session with any individual who wanted to understand themselves better before even jumping to the things, and along with that I give them 1 month free structured plan so that they can plan accordingly how and what things they specifically do need to improve. So that's what I'm doing as of now in terms of mentorship and support on personal level. So
Great, great.
Mita, I have a lot of question for you, since you
Yes, yes, sure.
from India and been to USA, people would obviously have a thought to go in, and talk to native speakers. I'm sure this privilege you might have got, but it also comes with a lot of insecurities. I do understand that too. Coming from India, there are so many things you'll have to deal with: the language barrier, the pronunciation thing, the accent part is there. So, first of all, tell me that. Did you really feel a little hesitated there to go? And in general life communication, you might be feeling any here and there flaws, that how I do communicate, what people would be thinking, or you were flawless? Okay, whatever I do, I know that I can make it through. People would be understanding me. So, what is your views on that?
Yes, no, that part was there when I initially came here. So I not only that, the thinking that there is I am making mistakes, not like that. I could not understand their accent, so my uh, receiving part was completely blank. Then the giving the answer is the latter part. So that was my condition, and I could not understand because everyone's accent is different.
True.
Mm, that's why it was really problematic part for me. And then whenever I was trying to make a conversation, I always before going someone, I try to mug up something. That was my condition. I could not make proper conversation, though I was very good at grammar, and I was as a subject English was there with
Correct.
me. But when it comes to speaking, I was completely blank. I was completely zero. So from that level I came here at that time. And I regularly I went for a checkup, doctor checkup, because my situation was that, and my situation was like that at that time. So, and everywhere I got the chance to speak with native, but it was a fear for me that what is going to be happen. And I always tell my husband that you have to stay with me, otherwise I can't manage.
Correct.
So that from that situation somehow I managed everything with broken English. And after that I thought, no, it's I need to improve, because not only the native, here different kind of people, like they are coming from different part of India. So some maybe the South Indian people don't know Hindi much, so
Right.
they always prefer to speak in English.
Correct.
So that's why whenever I tried to make friends, so it was not possible for me. And so many people came to me that my husband's colleague's wife, they also tried to make friend, but I could not make the proper conversation. Somehow they might taken me as a like they could not think that they sometimes thought that maybe I am not ready to make a friendship. But
Oh,
that's not the case. My case was that I could not make them understand the proper whatever I am trying to say. I could
right.
not understand their make them understand my thought. So then I thought, no, I should start this journey. Then I started. I could not start it because I delivered my baby here. So that time when it's a newborn, so it was really difficult for me to control everything on my own. Because as an Indian, we are so much dependent on our parents and parents-in-law to at this matter that okay, everybody is there, so they
Right.
will take care of everything. But here, when I started to manage everything on my own, so I was completely devastated mentally, physically. So then, after when my daughter turned 1 year, then I started this journey. So
Lovely.
it was now I have that confidence that okay, I can manage the native speakers also, because I can understand their accent a little bit and I can make a conversation. So whenever I go to any doctor visit for my daughter and any grocery stores or anywhere, I can make conversation. So
Lovely.
now it's okay.
So you must be feeling pride that Moumita has done something in this spoken English too, right? That now she can conversate with the people. How do you feel about that, around that? Do you feel that
Yes,
you have
now I
achieved
feel,
something?
yes, now I really feel confident that okay, I have achieved this.
Oh,
Because though I had so many degrees and I used to teach in India. So
yep.
from there, when I saw that I am not able to make a conversation, that thought is really humiliating. Like, I don't think that others people what thought, but my thought was completely like I could not take it that, oh my God, what is happening to me? I can't make a conversation. I can't convey my thought. So from that situation, now I feel really great that, okay, now I can manage.
Lovely. Like I really liked your mindset since the day when you mentioned, right? You were mugging up the things before going to talk. It really shows that you are putting your efforts, bro, right? And now after putting so long, I will be going deep into that how exactly you did that. But before that, I wanted to understand the fundamental shift you might have felt shifting from India to US in terms of English accent. Do you feel there are certain words what they are speaking, no matter what, how much fluent anybody is, they cannot understand unless they had spent a good time in USA? Do you feel any of particular words, characters, vowels? What are those? Tell us also that.
Yes, yes, definitely. Though, I told you that my husband was fluent at it because he is an IT professional, so definitely he needs to
Yep.
make conversation with clients. So sometimes it happened to him also that some certain words or some their pronunciation is completely different. So we could not understand. Not only me, my husband sometimes felt a little bit difficulty with that. So we now, whenever you are making conversation and you are listening to them for some times, then definitely you will get to know that.
Correct.
Otherwise it's not possible. Yes.
After a lot of repetition, we get used to that
Mm.
and we started using this in their vocab, right? And that's how we get, got it. So any of the
Yes.
cultural shift, I feel yes, there are so many cultural differences from India. Language differences. India is very,
Yes.
diversified cultural languages, and a lot of things are there in India. So once you've been here to there, except this language barrier, did you face any cultural difference, or did you see anything what you haven't even felt? Okay, you haven't been aware that okay, this could be there, and you saw, oh my god, this is happening here. So any of the amazed things did you feel there?
Yes, definitely. There are different kind of things. First of all, the connection. We are so connected with our uh, relatives, friends. We are so connected in India, and even with neighbors also.
Correct.
But here, I feel that they are really very alone. They their lifestyle is completely like that. They don't have any. Uh, their marriage. I think that when they connected with the people, not only marriage, their relationship is completely fragile. I believe that they don't, since everybody is independent here,
My god.
nobody likes to be dependent on anybody. So that's why it doesn't matter that how small that work is, everybody, for women, for men, everybody is working and they are making their earning. So
Yep.
that's why their relationship is also not, they don't care that we are together or not. And even after 18 students, every child, they get separate from their parents,
Yep.
and they try to live on their own in a different house, in a different everything, in a different state, different country. And there is a festival like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That is a festival when they comes to their parents, and they, so it's a cultural shock for me, because for us, meeting with the parents is not a different task. We don't need to any
Sure.
kind of festival or anything for
Sure.
that. We can make it anytime. So that is a part. And another thing is that their um, their culture is like festival.
Right.
When they celebrate any kind of festival, that is also a very calm and composed manner. So now I feel it really good because they think about everyone. But
Mm-hmm.
as an Indian, we are, festival time means it's meeting with friends, family, and kind of song and so many things, food. But they are really calm and composed manner they like. So yes, so many things are there. Even when you are raising a child, that is also a different part. Their part is they always think that they should be independent early, so that's why they make a different room for her, for him. And so everything, at the age of 2 they can separate them in a different room, so we can do that. So so many things are there.
Lovely. Great insights. I mean, there are a couple of things you told, which was also new for us and the learners who are listening to you. Maybe you talked about the social life. In India, obviously, we are being connected with our family, with friends, with parents, much more deeper conversation we used to have while we need any help, we can report. So do you
Yes.
feel because of only independence it is there? Because I understand this, if everybody is not having the, dependency on everybody, so there might be a reason that people are being much fragile in terms of relationship. Do you feel any other reason behind this, like people are not even much taking care of others, even though maybe their parents, or maybe they're not concerned with the, you might be not aware who is living next to you, right? That might be a case, even I might be wrong though. So
Yes.
why this thing happens only if considering this, the independence is not a reason? So what do you feel would be other reason of that?
Actually, they don't want to interfere in anyone's life. So
Okay.
this is a part. So I feel that, and definitely independence is good, but
Correct.
when it comes that we
Socialism and all.
since yes, then it's somewhere it's lacking. I feel I don't know the exact reason because I
Right.
am also new
Right.
here, and it's not good to. Involve in this kind of matter too much
Right.
because whenever we meet with native they are very honest and they always try to make other side comfortable, so they always
Oh.
appreciate us. They always ask that what is your culture, and I like that, I whatever. Sometimes they also, we are also curious too about them, and they are
Right.
also like that. So we just when we talk just general matters, so that's why the exact reason I don't know. So we I can predict, but that would not be good.
Right, right, correct, correct. I get your point. And yeah, you really mentioned few of the good points there, the raising the kid in different manner. Do you feel, what is your personal opinion there, that in India I have seen, even my own parents, if I'll say after doing graduation I'll be 2022, I wanted to be there with them. There wouldn't be any problem if I'm earning, right? But there I have heard, even you also told me this in this conversation earlier, that they raise their child from beginning, they train them in such a way so that he or she would be independent at a very certain stage, at a very early stage. Even I have heard this somewhere, that at the age of 18 the parents used to kick out their children to go and expose to the world, so that he or she would
Yeah.
be so is it really that true? Is it really that harsh how I'm making this, or this is just a generalized term that you should be independent, for that sake only they just do so?
Yes, in the according to them, it's like that. You have to be independent. That's why I am preparing you from the very early age. Otherwise, maybe in our country, 18 years means they are enjoying their life. They are
Right.
just getting the exposure to the world. That okay, now I can do this, I can do that. But I am under my
Umbrella of
parents'
my parents.
supervision.
Correct.
Yes, I am getting food at proper time. I am getting the room for my sleeping. Everything I am getting, and now I am just enjoying. But their life is not like that. So they are making everything. Not only their enjoyment, they are making money also at that time, because your enjoyment is not dependent on your parents. My
True.
parents will give something, and then I will enjoy my life. That is not there.
True.
That's why that is their culture now, that I also did that. So my child, as a child, you have to do that. That's why I am preparing you from the very early age, and you have to do this. And this is a good thing for them, that yes, you are independent. And I have seen that no matter how rich they are, when they are going to the high school, from grade 9 here start high schooling. So from there, some are going to any voluntary work or any social work. Their parents are sending them because they need that exposure. That's
Right.
why. And definitely there are so many Indians also who are living here permanently. They don't do this. They can't separate their child, but
Correct.
they also trying to make them are always make them understand that no, you have to do that. So they are also sending their child for any kind of work, like in a restaurant or any places. So they are sending, and I see that wow, it's a great thing, not only for earning money, for
Right.
that exposure, that
Correct.
how to handle people. When a student is going to a restaurant for serving food, then he or she is facing so many difficulties. So
Correct.
it's a life It's a
Life
practical
lessons.
thing, life
Right.
lessons.
True,
Yes.
true, true, true.
Yes, something is good, something bad. So everything, their culture is, according to them, it's good, it's best. So somehow, since we are not habituated, so sometimes we feel bad. But yes, there are so many good things also.
Lovely, lovely. I mean, I'm getting a lot of insights being sitting in India just because of this internet exposure. So I'll again thank you to
Yes.
join me here. Though coming back to this spoken thing, so Mamita, I can see the kind of words you are using is really good. You really used very good words. Pronunciation is being clear. I can communicate flawlessly. I can have a good conversation with you. So right now, what is your focus? I feel that you might not be getting any difficulty anyhow. You can communicate with any of the native speaker, that's not the problem. So right now, on which part of communication you're focusing on?
Okay, so say now still I am trying to be better because now I can manage, but I am not that much. I can't say that I am the best. So that's why I am trying every day. Sometimes it happens that yes, now I can remember the word initially. What happened with so many beginners that they can't find the basic words. It happened
Right,
with me also.
right.
It happened with me. So now, when I try to use any advanced word, I face difficulties.
True.
Okay, so till now I manage with the very basic words, and sometimes it happens that I am not properly construct the sentence. So sometimes what I do. I need to revert the sentence. I need to construct it in another way. Since I have that confidence, I have made so many conversation. That's why I can manage in that way, but
Right,
that is not the proper way I feel. So I am working on that also. So my mind and my the pace of speaking, everything should go parallel. So then I
right.
will feel that, see that okay, now I am okay. So still I am trying to make that clarity of that phase.
Lovely, lovely. At least you are aware. That's what the good part is. Like people
Yes.
are lost some of the time. They don't know where to start. And I like the clarity part since you know that here you are. This is what you need to do, and you are improving and you're daily putting the videos. And I must appreciate you onto this consistency part because I've been gone through with your YouTube channel once, and I got to know that you are very regular. You are interacting with so many YouTubers, having conversation around, learning a lot of things,
Yes.
and at the same hand you are implementing all those things in your native conversation, so it's like cherry on top. So this practical learning I feel that everybody should implement. Though having said that, we do have time constraint. I'll also give you time. If you have any questions for me, please go, you can ask. For sure I'll be there
Yes.
to give. Yeah.
Yes. So definitely. So yes, you are working also. So I want to know that when you were so young, when did you finish your study and when did you start your job?
So, I mean, if I'll mention this, people would not believe this. I'll have to again. I'm running in 21, right? 2021, yeah. So I have completed all my engineering while I was being 20. So it's been 6 to 8 months working full time in Bangalore in IT. So along with
Okay.
that, I had already started the content creation for the sake of improving my English. Specifically, it turned out to
Mhm.
be communicational aspect of my life, and 3 to 4 years it's been on content creation. And this kind of improvement wala thing comes with the college earlier part because I wanted to improve much and much more and more, to grow more, to interact more for the sake of being good person around whom I'm hanging around. And yeah, so that's where the life brought me here. Being in such a young age, I really being obsessed with the things what I really wanted to do. I really wanted to learn more. I really wanted to interact with the people whom I whom I can. So that's what I'm doing these days.
Yes, that's great. And that means just after finishing your study, you got this job and you are continuing. So it's really amazing. And definitely your communication skill will help you in your career also. So nowadays, who are in technical field, nowadays AI is coming.
Right.
So what is your thinking that AI is going to affect in this profession, like in the who are in IT or in any technical field? And so how do you managing that? And for the other people also, I want to know that how they should manage this.
Sure, there are two aspects. You asked me the question that how much AI can influence or, can do a certain things in IT field. Specifically, I feel yes, it is going to influence a lot as from
Okay.
last couple of years. the industry, especially in IT, is being changing, and majority of the companies, big MNCs, are also doing lays off because all of the work, 90% of the work, even Amazon and few of the MNCs releases their data and says that 90% of the code is written by AI. So probably the job, especially in IT, if somebody is freshers or the intermediate, I don't feel that would be relevant in next 5 years. Even less than that, it would be very hard to get a good job into IT. Having said that, you don't have an experience, though always there would be some experts sitting there who will be managing everything at the top to handle everything is working fine or not. That should be there. Second, I believe this is very known thing. I'm not sure whether how much it's true or how much it's not true. They say this quote is there, only AI cannot replace this. The man using AI can replace the man, right? So if I believe if you are hungry enough to learn anything, so whatever comes to your way, so nobody can stop you. You will find another job. You will find another profession, even if not IT, something else with using AI with your skill. So I feel that if person is having that mindset, so they don't need to worry about anything at all because they can survive in every aspect of their life. They know that they can do this, they can figure it out the life. So for them there is no need to worry about. But you do need to upskill with AI. It doesn't matter on which field you are. You're a
Yes.
student, you're a working professional, even you are not a working professional, you're a homemaker. Try to indulge some AI which is being for free available. I hope that, I'm assuming you would be also utilizing ChatGPT, Gemini. A lot of AI tools is available for free. We should leverage that. Yeah. So that's all. What is my point of view on that?
Mm. Yes, we need to upskill ourselves. That is the one thing. And
Right.
yes, AI can replace the job properly, which is repetitive job, I think.
Right.
So otherwise, we have to learn AI. We have to go with AI. Otherwise, it's
Correct.
not possible. Okay.
True, true, true.
Yes. So I think it's already 30 minutes. So
Yes, yes, it's been a pleasure
mm,
talking to you, Moumita, again, right? You really made me feel a lot of, I mean, give a lot of insights about American culture, a lot of,
I have tried.
and
Yes.
I really like the mindset you are having. Please keep going with this energy. I'm sure that whatever thoughts, ambitions you are having, you would be achieving this so far. So best of the luck from my side, and thank you again for your
Thank you
time and
so much.
consideration.
Yes, thank you so much, and all the best to you also. Thank you for connecting. Yeah,
Okay, bye bye. Have a great day ahead.
yes, yeah. Bye.